Bryers, and we have had experiences at Children's Hospital, but it always seems, we've been asked to speak at different things. I don't know why. I guess because my mother and father-in-law have been involved with Children's Hospital for years, and this is Natalie. I'll say more, but I want to say thank you to Janelle because she inspired me to put a video together, which I've never done before. A little slideshow. She made one for her Natalie, my daughter, based on some birthday party pictures I had put together. And so I said, gosh, if Janelle can do it, I can do it. So anyhow, it's just some slides of Natalie when she was little up through now, and some of our family. But Natalie was diagnosed with a hearing loss just after she turned 1 year old. When she was about 6 months, I thought, something's not right. She was not speaking, well, she wasn't babbling or anything like that. And so we went to the doctor, and everybody develops differently, no worries, you know. Then about 9 months, I said, no, something's not right. So we got it hooked up with Children's Hospital, and just when she was 1 year old, she was diagnosed with a severe to profound hearing loss, and they equated that as if any of you were around in Seattle when the Kingdome was here, where the Seahawks played, she would be able to hear it if the whole crowd was just screaming at the top of their lungs. That's what she would be able to hear without anything. And that's pretty shocking news when you come from a, family with no history of any hearing loss, nothing major happening in your lives. And so my husband and I were pretty overwhelmed. We thought, oh my gosh, what's going to happen with Natalie? Will she ever have a regular, normal life, be able to do all the things that you're doing, other kids do? But we hooked up with Children's, and they put us in a program right away where she went to playgroup with other deaf kids. She had speech therapy when she was 20 months old, and just progressed from there. She wore hearing aids early on that you saw in one of the earlier pictures, and then she had those for about 2 years and was doing extremely well. She's pretty shy today. She's maybe said a couple words, but she told me she was not going to speak whatsoever today. And actually, she can't ever figure out why Children's Hospital wants us to come to things like this, why the Guild office calls us and picks our name, but they do. I mean, because she's kind of a success story. A lot of times you equate with Seattle Children's, kids with cancer, kids that have, incurable diseases, heart problems, things like that, and it's kind of sad. But fortunately for us, she's your regular 6th grade kid. She has selective hearing, like many children. She bugs her brother, like I see her elbowing him right now. But she's doing well. She had surgery when she was almost 4 for a cochlear implant, which is a device that they put in her inner ear, in her cochlea, which has electrodes and things like that, and there's a magnet under her skin back here, and when she takes her implant off, she can hear nothing. But when she puts it on and connects the magnet that's on the exterior piece, she hears everything. And it's a little loud in here today, so I'm interpreting a lot of the things that friends are saying that she's met here, and so she can get all the information. But, quiet little conversation with 2 or 3 or 4 of you, she'd be just fine and hear everything you have to say. But it's been a great experience at Children's. They have done an awesome job of working with our family from day one. They gave us choices, presented options for us. Like I said, we started with a playgroup for her for Children's Hospital. They had support for parents. We had a woman come to our home once a week up until she was age 3 to work with us, to figure out how to work with a deaf kid. What do you do? They hooked us up with sign classes, workshops, things like that, and they've been phenomenal. They have been so good. I thought we were going to be going to speech therapy for years at the hospital, but she stopped that when she was about 5 or 6, and she speaks like you and I, regular, normal. Nobody knows anything. If you were to see her in the grocery store, have a conversation, start talking to her, she'd look at you like, huh, what'd you say? the first time around to get to know your voice, but people don't know. They can't tell that she's deaf, and that's going to be a blessing for her later on down the road in life. And yeah, Children's is a great place. They've become friends to us. I mean, she sells Girl Scout cookies to the audiologists and the people at the hospital. So I can't say enough about it, but I do want to say thank you to all of you for participating. I'm in a guild myself, as are my sister-in-laws and my mother-in-law, and we know the good work that guilds do for Children's Hospital and for families that have struggles and can't pay for things or insurance runs out. So thank you for being here for 16 hours, dancing and standing nonstop. So we appreciate it, and so do all the other families. So thanks for having us.